Hello and welcome to the Stage Directions Video Editor's Note for January 2014. Happy New Year! I'm Jacob Coakley, editor of Stage Directions magazine, and this is the video blog where I tie together zombies, Godzilla, Martin Luther, and theater. You ready? Here we go! I am not a fan of zombies or the Walking Dead series of TV shows and comic books. This is not due to merely a distaste of zombies, as much as it's the fact that they scare the ever-living daylights out of me. I had to stop watching The Walking Dead because it was literally giving me nightmares. Because I can't leave anything alone, I've thought a lot about why zombies fill me with such a visceral fear. While a good ghost story, vampire movie, or Cthulhu prophecy will fill me with fear and dread, they don't have quite the same bite that a zombie story does. So why zombies? I think it has to do with hopelessness. In most zombie movies, once the dead have risen from the graves, there is no cure, no escape, and no hope. And because everything is hopeless, everyone starts behaving according to their worst instincts. Selfishness and fascism with a strong ruling elite are the norm. Death is a constant threat. But even worse is the threat of violence that can erupt from other humans at any time, for any reason. For many people, of course, this is their normal lives. How is this fiction? This is what's so horrifying about the zombie metaphor to me. It's that it really represents this weird fantasy about how violence and control should work in the real world. Think about the difference between a Godzilla movie and a zombie movie. While there are clearly violence and horror and death in both, in a Godzilla movie, the threat is externalized. It is local, apparent, and defeatable. This isn't true in zombie movies, where life ahead is presented as one bleak struggle after another in a doomed landscape where nothing works as it should. Kinda like how some people view theater. There were tidal waves of virtual ink spilled this year talking about just how broken the current US system of theater is and how to fix it. How to make it more equitable, applicable, sustainable, better. We generally stay away from that conversation here at Stage Directions, choosing instead to focus on the practical application of theatrical art. How can I make that prop? How can I mix a better show? And there's a reason for that. And here's where I quote Martin Luther. Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree. For me, that quote epitomizes a pragmatic, actionable way to make your world a better spot, or at least your part of it. Yes, things may be going to hell in a handbasket. Yes, there's fear and uncertainty and things that need to get fixed. There's unpaid interns. There's baby boomers wondering how they're going to retire. There's zombies just about to breach the South Wall. But in the face of all that, I'm going to do my part right here, right now, to make the world better. I'm going to plant an apple tree. I'm going to act as if there is going to be a good future and then do something practical to make it happen. There is a grace in that focus, that acceptance, and that action. So no matter what your action is in 2014, slaying zombies, solving theater's ills, or doing your bit to make a good production happen, I wish you the best of luck. See you next month.